And a warm welcome to you to White Hart Lane with another great night of football in prospect at Tottenham. Just 4 days after Spurs have won the League Cup final at Wembley, they're in cup action again. This time in the quarter-final of the UEFA Cup, and it's against one of the top teams in Portugal, Vitória Setubal, a side that's lying third in the Portuguese league at the moment, and indeed can call upon 10 internationals in their lineup. Well, things are already beginning to warm up down on the pitch here at White Hart Lane, so let's go down there now.
And as the teams come onto the field, Martin Peters there, carrying the cup that Spurs won at Wembley last Saturday afternoon, the Football League Cup final. The referee there is Gustav Bergsak of Hungary, with 2 Hungarian linesmen. Spurs in their all-white strip, and Vitória Setubal of Portugal in green and white stripes with green shorts. Peters waving that cup to the crowd, which certainly should get the White Hart Lane fans in the right sort of mood for tonight. And first, the team lineup, Tottenham Hotspur, and it's the one that finished the League Cup final at Wembley last Saturday. Mike England, Pat Jennings and Martin Chivers, who all received knocks there, have all been past fit. And of course for Ralph Coates, so long in the shadows at White Hart Lane, he returns now a real hero after scoring that winning goal at Wembley, wearing the number 4 shirt. As for the Portuguese side, Setubal, this is a side that's lying third in the Portuguese league. They're without one of their top scorers, Duda, who is suspended. Even so, as I say, there are 10 internationals in that lineup, and by far the most experienced is their number 9, Jose Torres, a spidery figure who played for Portugal in the 1966 World Cup and had many fine seasons with Benfica. He's now 35 years old, but he could still be a danger. Certainly the crowd would be expecting to see Spurs hoping to put goals in the back of that Setubal net as an insurance against the second leg in Portugal in a fortnight's time. And this is how the sides have got to these quarter-finals. Spurs by beating Lyn of Oslo, Olympiacos of Greece, and by far their sternest task, Red Star of Belgrade. But the Portuguese, for their part, have a very good record indeed. They beat Zagłębie Sosnowiec of Poland, but then 2 very fine Italian sides, Fiorentina and Inter Milan. So the 47-year-old Hungarian referee, Gustav Bergsak, so the Hungarian referee, Mr. Bergsak, gets it away, with Setubal defending the goal to our left, as I say, in green and white stripes, green shorts. Peters now to Perryman, and play for Cyril Knowles. Setubal, the last Portuguese side left in European competition this season. And although, as I say, they're lying third in the Portuguese league, it's a long, long way behind the leaders Benfica, who've not been beaten this season. Knowles with the free kick, and England was right in there, and Torres the goalkeeper, no relation to the number 9. Mike England coming up for all those dead ball situations this evening. It's Torres trying to sweep a long ball here to João, comes from Angola. Maria trying to get in on Coates, just touching it away into touch for a throw to Setubal. Jael with it, Maria, and Mike England getting it away to Gilzine. Coates, losing it again though to Jael. Cariso to Octavio, the smallest player in the side. Martin Peters to Cyril Knowles. Spurs with a good record at home in their home legs. They've scored 12 goals in 3 ties. It's that sort of average that they'll be searching for tonight. Torres, Octavio, tiny little man, almost dwarfed there by Martin Peters. Back to Cardosa, but there was a foul by Peters on Octavio. Cardosa. Campora, the number 8. Archcanter. And Archcanter again. And Knowles to Perryman, very coolly. Philip Beale. Good jump by Gilzine, and it's Steve Perryman again for Tottenham. Coates is calling for it on the right with a lot of confidence there. Chivers in the middle. Still with Coates. And the shot was going well wide before it was deflected away by a Portuguese defender. Pearce turning it through once more. Gilzine hoping to get to it. Torres losing it! And almost a gift goal there for Martin Peters. Torres very unsure in that Portuguese goal there. A simple cross that he really should have held. Rebelo getting Setubal out of a bit of trouble. Arcanjo, number 10. Rebelo again. And Mike England coming for this one and completely misjudging it. And Torres is through. And off the knees of Pat Jennings there. And Spurs could easily have suffered greatly for that lapse. Mike England completely misjudging that ball in the air. And Jennings, a goalkeeper who's very leg conscious, getting in the way of the shot of Torres. So the 35-year-old gives a warning there to Spurs straight away. Octavio now. And a shot there by Campora, who is a Uruguayan. And a goal kick to Tottenham. Well, a scare at either end in the opening minutes of the game. Spurs, of course, the holders of the UEFA Cup. Jael, Arcanjo. Jael again. Cariso, Jael. Cariso. And Chivers. Perryman to Coates. Kinnear. Peters making a good run there from a midfield position. Pearce wanting it there. Pearce almost getting to it, in fact, and he's got Knowles up in support for him. But straight to Octavio. Octavio again. Torres gently nodded down there for Jael. Got a bit of pace about him too, this number 11, in taking it a shade too far, giving Spurs the goal kick. Cyril Knowles for Tottenham. Pearce with a throw. Perryman. Knowles. Perryman to Knowles. Almost got through to Peters. Knowles with another one. That's it's a good-looking cross and a good punch away by Torres. Chivers puts it too high. And it was Knowles coming on quickly to pick up a second go that almost gave Chivers his chance. Beale, and it wouldn't go through to Gilzean. Coates trying to get in, but Conceição for Setubal. Campora to Arcanjo. Arcanjo again. Campora. Conceição. Jao. Campora nearly losing it. Stumbling and finding it again. And again Rebello willingly going down the wing for him, but here's Pearce. Rebello. Jao. Rebello again. Jao. Octavio. Peters to Chivers. Now will he let one go? He has, but it's wide. So Torres with another goal kick for Setubal. Pushing and shoving there between Kinnear and Jao. Mike England skillfully on the ground there and beautifully played there. And goes in, testing it down, and Chivers again not connecting as he would want to. And certainly not connecting as he does when he's really at his best. Cyril Knowles, Peters, Knowles, Pearce pointing where he wants it, and that wasn't the place. Octavio, Campora, losing it again now to Knowles. That's a better one now for Martin Peters. Gilzean is towards the near post. Oh, a picture pass by Gilzean, and a much better looking move by Tottenham. That was really much more like it by Spurs. Gilzean just a fraction past after very good work down the left touchline by Martin Peters. And now it's Pearce. Really not too much power in that one from Jim Pearce. And although the Portuguese seem to have a fair number of defenders back every time Spurs come forward, there's nothing very negative about their play. In fact, they really look a skillful side. There's a lot of skill in that Portuguese side, but Spurs have got to continue to put them under pressure to try and break them down. Certainly needing a couple of goals, the lead to take with them to Portugal in a fortnight's time. Free kick to Vitória Setúbal. Here we go with the last 4 minutes or so of the first half. Cardoza, the skipper, with a long free kick. Mike England forcefully in the air and very positive, finding Cyril Knowles. Chivers going for this one, hoping to turn it inside for Pearce, but it's Octavio. Conceição. Straight to Knowles, curious ball. Now Coates very active down the left as well. Pearce inside for Peters. And Mendes across. And a free kick given against Martin Peters for something. Kanjo. Oh, straight to Octavio. And the linesman flagging on the far side for an offside against Torres. Jennings with the free kick. First time Tottenham have faced a Portuguese side since those great days in the European Cup against Benfica. Those Benfica matches where Spurs got to the semi-final of the European Cup way back in 1962. Writhing there in the centre circle, and Octavio picking himself up as Spurs take it up again now with Perryman down the left. Back this time for Knowles, quicking it up with a first-time ball, but a most inaccurate one. Octavio to this most adventurous of full-backs, Rebello. Arcanjo, and away goes Rebello again. João. Pass Philip Beale, but Jennings collecting. Gilzine. Referee deciding that he was pushing in the back of the Portuguese player Conceição, who is now going to take the free kick for Setubal. Torres, glancing header towards Arcanjo, but it's Knowles. Chivers again, Gilzine again, Pearce, who really hasn't had the happiest of nights, Jimmy Pearce, but Spurs get another throw. England again has gone right into the area, and the huge Torres has come back with him. Chivers again with a long throw. Gilzine hoping to get to it. Peters turning it back for coach. Perryman hitting it first time. Beale in with his boots rather high, and it's little Octavio coming away to lead the chase for Setubal. João. And the crowd like that tackle by Perryman. Maybe they feel that Spurs should be adding a little more life to the skill and the pressure they've shown. Rebello. Knowles to Chivers. Peters struggling for the ball, and Perryman too. Peters going on, being hacked at there by Campora. Chivers turned it now for Pearce, played again for Martin Chivers, and off Mendes, behind for the Tottenham corner. Right on half-time now, and Pearce taking the corner. Chivers coming into the Setubal penalty area. England run towards the near post. Chivers now, but again not hit with the precision of Chivers at his sharpest. Beale, back to Jennings. Gilzine going in on this one. Now Pearce, a backhander there, when he might well have had a shot himself. All he did really was put Chivers in deep trouble, and there are 2, 4, 6, 7 outfield players for Portugal at back. It really called for Pearce to hit one quicker. But they've got another corner, Spurs, that time off Carrizo. Whether they're going to have time to take it is maybe another question. Pearce to Kinnear. Pearce again. Kinnear. England coming in on this one, getting his head to it, but straight into the arms of Torres. Beale. referee again looking hard at his watch here, very nearly at the end of the first half. Perryman, Gilzine, Perryman again. Well coached. Crossed again there towards Martin Chivers, and he couldn't find a way through. Conceição. João. Octavio. Carriço. Torres. Arcanjo. Just over 2 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half. Carriço, England. Octavio. And into touch for a throw to Vitória Setúbal, who must be perfectly well satisfied with these first 45 minutes. They really haven't given too much away in defence. Just the odd chance that had come Spurs' way and they haven't been able to capitalise on. The Portuguese also have shown a lot of skill as well. Chivers. Pearce. Pearce again. Nothing seems to be going right for him at the moment. And it's Rebelo. Knowles. Forward for Chivers again. And Chivers half brought down and picked himself up. That was a shot that bounced quickly off the turf. Looked for a moment as though it might almost have caught Torres. England back to Pat Jennings. As the whistle goes for half-time, without a goal to it, which means that the onus is still stronger on Spurs to open that scoring in the second half. So, at half-time in the quarter-final of this UEFA Cup, Spurs 0, Vitória Setúbal of Portugal 0, and we'll be bringing you the second half in just a couple of minutes. So Spurs then get the second half underway as we welcome you back, and a very important 45 minutes for Tottenham, badly needing something in the bank to take with them to Setubal in a fortnight's time, to the fishing port of Setubal, some 30-odd miles south of Lisbon. Knowles putting one in there towards Gilzean. Pearce going in as well. Peters is right in there too. Perryman hoping to get one on the volley, and he might still get a chance. But now with Torres. Mike England. Gilzean, and a whole rank of green and white striped shirts right back there at the last to get it away for Setubal. Spurs throw though. Chivers again with a long throw, but straight that time into the arms of Torres. And that's the other Torres, beaten by Mike England. Philip Beale now to Cyril Knowles. Got Pearce on the outside. Cyril Knowles hit low, and no more than a couple of feet wide from Knowles, a man who with that sort of shot hit the post at Wembley on Saturday. Not really having the best of luck with his shooting. And Torres with the goal kick. Coates. Carrizo. Campora to João, and now to Torres. And a throw to Tottenham. Perryman. Spurs showing certainly they had enough skill and flair in the first half to open up this defence without really quite the bite when it came to finishing. Certain reluctance to take on the responsibility of shooting, and here's Rebello again, stopped by Philip Beale. Number 2, who really does seem to be a wholehearted player. Arcanjo with Beale again, back to Pat Jennings. Tottenham's throw. Perryman. Knowles. João. Rebello. Oh, good play by him to Octavio. Cross towards Torres. Conceição. Carrizo. João. Rebello. With little Octavio away here on the touchline. Here he is. And Rebello again making one of those runs of his, but that's out of play. Tottenham's throw. Knowles to Pearce. Attacking on a fairly broad front there. QTR with Coates away on the right. QTR, Chivers in there, Gilzean. Oh! Peters hopeful of getting in and just over. When it looked as though Gilzean had just got there. Goalkeeper in the back of the net, but the ball is not. And so there was an infringement, I would suspect, when Martin Peters went in at the last, over the backs of Portuguese defenders, and a free kick is given. But Gilzean so close to putting Spurs ahead. Torres. Carrizo, Conceição. And a throw to Vitória Setúbal. Another throw. Again, Conceição to take it. Towards Torres, but it's the head of England. And now Perryman. England played this time for Knowles. Pearce streaking on ahead of him. So too is Peters up here. There's the ball for Pearce. But Rebello gets in there, and that really is a goal kick, and that the referee has given a corner. That really was never a corner, but he's given it, and it gives Spurs a faint chance. Goes in. Peters was almost there, and Spurs felt that that was a handball. But maybe the referee restored the balance there a bit, because it was never a corner in the first place. Peters again, very active indeed, turning it inside, hopefully towards Chivers, but now Conceição to Octavio. Torres. Rebello. Owen Beale was a little slow, it seemed to react. That had to be handball by the Portuguese. In fact, Kinnear turned the ball away, but the linesman was flagging and the whistle had gone. Kinnear was taking no chances with either the linesman or the referee, but there was little doubt that Arcanjo handled that ball on the edge of the area. That surely was obstruction there by Octavio, but the referee allowed it to go on because Knowles kept possession. It's with Martin Chivers, and now with Alan Gilzean. Played wide this time for Coates. Gone to the byline, crossed it! Oh, and it was almost there falling for Peters. Finally nodded away by Mendes. And Spurs get a corner. Pearce taking it, and they'll get another corner. And Perryman running across to bring the referee's attention to the fact that Spurs want to bring their substitute on. And the referee saying, hold that corner, while Ray Evans comes on. Coates is down, but I think it's more likely to be Kinnear who goes off. So the referee a little bit perplexed as to what Spurs want to do. They know they want to bring Ray Evans on. And England, and Peters! No! Now can Pearce turn it in? No, because Octavio is there again. So Spurs have been desperately close once or twice in this game. Beale again, towards Martin Peters, but just screwing off his head and straight again to Torres. Conceição. Knowles. Chivers getting that one and killing it well. Nicely played there for Pearce. And beautifully played again by Peters for Martin Chivers. But that cross is really of no use to anyone. Well, James has got to scurry to get that one to stop it going behind for the corner. It's an out-and-out gamble, bringing Ray Evans on and putting him up amongst the strikers, which is what Spurs have done. But with Gilzine off, it's a gamble I suppose they had to take. Chivers trying to bundle his way through and was obstructed on the way, so Spurs get a free kick. Knowles taking it. England again has come up. Peters was in there. Pearce will hope to turn it back again. That's not a bad looking ball, but Torres again there for Setubal. And they had all 11 men either inside their own penalty area or within a yard of it. They're all back there again now as Chivers tries another long throw. Martin Peters nodding it on. Ray Evans has scored for Spurs. The substitute who won the cup was Coates on Saturday. The substitute, Evans, has put him ahead this time. A nice header there by Peters. Ray Evans going in and off the post and into the goal. So there he is, the gamble of Bill Nicholson of putting Ray Evans on for Alan Gilzine has come off, and the deadlock at last has been broken with 10 minutes to go. So these substitutes at Tottenham certainly have a way about them. Coates having done the job on Saturday, and Evans tonight. Now if they can add to that, there is a real good chance for that second leg in Portugal. Coates now turning it back once more. Perryman! Oh, and a great save! A great save by Torres. But that is much more like it. Spurs, who've pressurised this Setubal side, who have looked so cool and so disciplined themselves in defence, might well now be able to unsettle them in the 10 minutes or so that remains. Octavio Arcanjo. Octavio Rebello. João again. And Perryman is there, but Peters couldn't change direction quickly enough. Well, certainly one goal is a help, but they want more than that, Spurs, to feel really at ease for the second leg. Evans this time finding Chivers. Coates. Evans again. Coates again. Chivers. Perryman. Peters right in there. And Knowles up with him. Good cross there by Peters. Chivers going in. Oh, and another superb dive and a catch by Torres. Beautiful piece of goalkeeping. Two examples of it in the last couple of minutes. Well, that might fall for Perryman, and it has. And now it's with Evans again. And a goal kick. Torres saying that one of his teammates is down and wanting treatment, but the referee saying, let's get on with the game. Beale. That's falling for Chivers. First time. England. It's all Tottenham's way at the moment. England. Knowles coming up on that one. But that was Cardoso. Chivers with another long throw. Peters in there. Peters hoping to get a foot to it. It's almost like a rugby scrum there. England. To Coates. Evans calling for it, getting there with his head again. Peterson overhead, and that was a fraction over. And again, Ray Evans was in the middle of that move too. So Martin Peters very close, and they've brought on another substitute, have Vittorio Setubal, and I think the referee is not aware of it. Jal, the number 11, has gone off, and Vicente, here he is, number 15, has come on, a Brazilian. So now 5 minutes to go, and a vital 5 minutes for Spurs. Torres lifting himself. There's Vicente getting his first touch. Maybe Setubal are hoping that what Tottenham's substitute can do, theirs can do also, because Vicente is an attacker. But here's Rebello. Torres taken on his body. Octavio. Papala. No, and Knowles. Back to Jennings. Peters couldn't quite control it. Rebello, and a good ball there to Vicente, and he's onside. Rebello again, but overrunning it, Kinnear, and Knowles between them. Oh, Knowles allowed it to go and giving Setubal another throw. Just 5 minutes left now. And now Tottenham with a throw. Beale back to Jennings because he wants another long, high ball to pressurise this Setubal defence. Octavio back heading it, and Chivers prepared quite happily to let it go because it's a corner for Spurs. That's how we stand with about 4 minutes now left. Pearce with a corner for Tottenham. Knowles, not only heading that away from Vicente, but reacting quicker, and he's onside. Pearce is onside, and here's another great chance. Oh, and he's blasted it wide with Peters and with Chivers in the middle, crying out for the pass. Jimmy Pearce lost his head a little bit there, and a beautiful chance has gone. And 2-0 would be such a difference to 1-0. With that second leg in mind. Octavio. And now Vicente, and he's onside, put there fractionally by Mike England. A good-looking cross there, and almost put in by Conceição, who'd made up an enormous amount of ground on the far side. Vicente, who put a good-looking cross there, and just look at the ground that Conceição made up. So now Spurs with Pearce, forward for Chivers, played back for Perryman, and now for Coates. Evans crossing it again, Peters going in, Perryman going in too. And that's not away yet. Now it is to Torres. Another one to test the legs and the pace of Vicente, but Knowles had it all about him there. Oh, straight into Torres' face. And maybe his hands in front of his face. Touchdown again for Martin Peters. Again, it was touched down by Ray Evans, who has had such a lot to do with what Spurs have been doing well in the Portuguese penalty area in the last 5 minutes, having scored the goal himself, of course. Peters to Coates, Evans, and now Chivers poised underneath that one, and for once Torres missed it with his punch. Knowles winning it back and somehow winkling it through there to Chivers. Torres. Now Beale's got a chase on his hands, but his legs might be shorter, but they're a bit younger than Torres, but Torres still finding Conceição. Vicente on this near side, if Conceição can find him. Torres. Certainly hard work for Spurs these days, having faced the stubborn defence of Norwich City at Wembley just 4 days ago. Another stubborn defensive performance by Vitória Setubal here tonight. Although, as I say again, Setubal looking aside with a lot of skill to call upon. Pearce. Peters couldn't get there first. Kinnear can now, though. Evans right in there, Peters right in there, and Conceição now. Torres. With away goals counting double in the event of the sides finishing level on aggregate. Important that Spurs don't concede anything tonight. I suppose they will also console themselves with the thought that there might be more chances for their forwards when Vitória Setúbal have to come at them on their own ground in the second leg. Could be that it's by no means over yet. But now Setúbal with a free kick and Conceição to take it. Beale. Octavio has worked so hard in the middle of the field. Rebello, who's made some good runs. Well into injury time now at the end of the game.
Come on!
Really looks as though Spurs have got to be satisfied with that one goal. Knowles. Perryman. Again into a knot of green and white shirts. Tottenham's throw. Pearce to Knowles. And offside against Vicente. Free kick then to Tottenham. Knowles with it. High again towards Evans. And now it's Pearce. Beale. Again the play concentrated almost entirely in the Vitória half of the field. But now Octavio. A long cross again towards Vicente. Rebello. Mike England's header. Only half getting it away, but a little better that time. Knowles nodding it back down to Pat Jennings. Evans turned inside very delicately there by the fullback to Jimmy Pearce. This time for Knowles, and really almost the last attack that Spurs will get. And the last chance they will get as Peters goes in, and once more Torres is there, handling perfectly. 3 minutes of injury time gone at the end of the game. Conceição, referee again from Hungary, looking hard at that watch of his. Mendes, back to Torres, checking with both linesmen that the time is up. Conceição, as the whistle goes for the end of the first leg, some of the Portuguese players raise their hands in the air, knowing that it's almost been a success for them. Just that solitary goal for Spurs, scored by Ray Evans late in the game, will make it a very difficult proposition for Spurs in the second leg in a fortnight's time in Portugal. So that then is a rather disappointing aspect on the first leg of this quarter-final for Spurs. We hope very much you've enjoyed the ITV presentation, and in leaving we say, well, let's have a look again at the goal that separated the two sides tonight.